As fans of racing here on Delmarva, we may be familiar with our horsemen's colors and their stats, but how well do we really know them? Well, that's where Post Time comes in with our Q&A segments, and this week we're bringing in Jason Lynch. How did you get into harness racing?
That's an easy one. It was my dad. He had horses when I was just a little kid and worked other jobs as well. Him and my mom both worked extremely hard. When I got to middle school, about 6th grade, I started going to the barn with my dad, and around that time he switched to just horses. Before that we had chickens. He worked the railroad, and it was around that time that I started really thinking to myself, I'm gonna be a driver one day. So I used to make $10 a day helping my dad. I worked every weekend and all the summers all the way up through high school. And then the day after I graduated high school, I qualified my first horse, Ocean Downs. So as soon as school was over, I was off and running.
What event would you say has been life-changing and why?
Probably my son being born. Becoming a father, that's an amazing experience. You don't realize you can love somebody so much and do anything for them. So being a dad's been a blast for me. He'll be 7 next month. His name's Lucas. He's in his 2nd year of baseball, and I help coach his baseball team. So just watching him grow up, it's everything.
Who's your all-time favorite horse you've ever driven or trained?
I had a bunch of good horses. But the ones that really stick with you are probably the ones that are the toughest. There wasn't a tougher horse than I had a horse, Delmarva, one time. He was the toughest horse I ever had, so he holds a special place in my heart. Obviously, Southwind Tempo. She's my dad's horse, but I mean, she's awfully special to our family. So I helped break her and train her down, so I know what that feels like, and never even come close to sitting behind anything like that since. But those two, I would say, Southwind Tempo and Delmarva. Yeah, those two.
What is one skill you don't have but would love to learn?
I got a lot of skills. I would like to be a better dancer. If somebody would go with me to dance classes, I would definitely go. I would love to learn how to dance. Better than, I guess, if you call what I do now dancing.
What's the best advice about driving and training you've ever gotten from your dad?
He never gave me a whole lot of advice on how to drive, because driving's so unique. It's such an individual thing, and everybody has their own style. Now training's totally different. He's affected me there 100%. Everything I do is something I learned from him, you know, when it comes to all of the stuff we do at the barn and stuff like that. 100%, that's him. So he's taught me a lot there. I recently taken up shoeing. Yeah, so he's teaching me that. He's teaching me another trade.
3 minutes, ready for 3 minutes.
He's taught me everything, basically, with the training side. I can add blacksmith to my list of talents now. So.
What is your guilty pleasure?
I have a lot of pleasures. I'm not guilty of any of them. I could eat chocolate cake every night of the week, and that's probably not good for you, but I don't care. So I'll go with that one.
Other than winning, what is your favorite part about harness racing?
There's a real beauty the older I get in what it takes to get a horse ready to race 7 days a week. What you do at the barn is what wins the races at the track. And I really think that's something special about our sport that a lot of people don't get to see. But yeah, I've really taken appreciation for how you take care of a horse and get him prepared. And when you get a new horse, to see him get better, healthier, faster, that's a good feeling. So I've really come to appreciate that because that's basically what I do now. I own, train, and drive everything myself, so I really spend a lot of time with my own horses, so I really enjoy that. So.
You can choose one person to help you during a zombie apocalypse. Who is it and why?
So I'll go with a young Clint Eastwood from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly days, because it seemed like he never missed. So I think having somebody like him by your side would be good.
Other than horses, what's your favorite thing to spend money on?
I spend money on my son, sports related, anything like that. I love to do that. And I like spending money on my house. My house is important to me. It's my own, so home improvements. It's funny, when I was a kid, I hated going to Lowe's. I thought it was the most boring place in the whole world. And now I spend so much time there. So I like taking care of my house and, like I said, home improvements. So I spend money on the house and my son. That's about it. Other than that, it goes in the bank.
What's your best life advice?
Don't let somebody tell you you can't do something because they can't do it. If you have a dream, protect it, because life throws obstacles, you know. I think that's the way life's supposed to be. With hard work, you know, perseverance, I think you can really accomplish anything you want in life. Some people it takes more time than others, you know. And then I would say to just be a good person, you know. Be kind and honest, you know. So I think the world could use more of that.